So this right here is the CineStill JOBO Duo color and black and white film processing kit. And it's one of the best ways on the market to get into processing black and white and color film at home. This massive kit was created in partnership with JOBO, the industry leader in film processing tools, all to provide the best complete processing kit for everything you need to develop color and black and white film at home or wherever you'd like to process. Everything included inside of the kit makes it incredibly easy not only to develop 35mm film at home, but medium format film as well, which is also known as 120 film. Now let's open this thing up and see what's inside. All right, first up in the kit, the chemistry. This kit comes with both color and black and white chemistry. Both CineStill CS41 and DF96 were designed with simplicity in mind, which makes these great for people who have just gotten into film and want to learn how to develop it themselves. This right here is CineStill CS41 powder. It's a two-step process that can develop up to 24 rolls of color negative film. The CS in CS41 stands for color simplified. It works just like standard C41, which is the process for developing all color negative film. But our chemistry just makes the process easier for you to use at home. It's a little different than the traditional three-step processing for developing color negative film because this is only two steps, developer and BwXX. BwXX stands for bleach and fixer. This chemistry works with all CineStill color films, 800D, 400D, and 50D, but it also works with all color negative films as long as it says process C41 on it. Yeah, like Kodak Portra 400, Portra 800, Portra 160, Lomography Color Negative 400 and 800, Kodak Gold, Harman Phoenix. Seriously, anything that says process C41 on the canister, you can use the CS41 kit to develop your film at home. In this kit, the chemistry comes in powder form, so you'll need to mix it with water before starting to process your film. We made a whole video on how easy it is to process your film with the CS41 kit. It's seriously a great step-by-step guide that goes through every single part of the process, from mixing your chemistry to taking your fully processed color negative film out of the tank at the end. The kit also comes with CineStill DF96 monobath powder, which is a one-step process that can develop up to 16 rolls of black and white film. It's one single solution that develops and fixes your black and white film at room temperature all at once. And if you compare that to the traditional three-step process of black and white processing, which is developer, stop bath, and fixer, I would say that's quite a bit more simple. We have a video on developing black and white film with the DF96 monobath on the channel. It's only 3 minutes long and it's also linked in the description. Now, in order to get started with your powders, you're going to need to mix and heat your chemistry before processing, so naturally, everything you need is in the kit. You'll have to mix your powder chemistry with water until it reaches 1000 milliliters, and you can do so in these CineStill pitchers. In order to mix and heat your chemistry, we've included the CineStill TCS 1000 temperature control system. The TCS is designed to mix your chemistry and also maintain the correct processing temperature while you develop your film. Especially with color chemistry, temperature is so incredibly important, and the TCS helps keep that temperature spot on the whole time. The TCS was designed specifically for analog photographers, and it's the only immersion circulator that can be placed directly into your chemistry to mix and heat it thoroughly, and we also have a video all about the TCS in the description below. Next up in the kit is the JOBO 1520 developing tank and two 1501 film reels. These tanks and reels are made by our friends at JOBO. They're based in Germany, and they've been around for over 100 years. JOBO reels are among the easiest to load. I've processed thousands of rolls of film at home with these tanks and reels. The 1500 series tanks are super neat. They are modular, which allows you to build them out to process as much film as you'd like at once. And so are the reels. And you can change the size of the reels to accommodate 120 film rather than 35. If you expand your reel for 120, you can actually fit 2 rolls of 120 film onto one reel. 35 is quite a bit longer than 120, so one reel holds 1 roll of 35mm. But because you can stack them, you can fit 2 rolls of 35mm each on their own separate reel, or you can fit 2 rolls of 120 on one expanded reel. They both take up the exact same amount of space in your 1520 tank. And if you're processing 120 with one of these reels, once you have your first roll on the reel, you snap in this little red clip and it prevents your 2 rolls from overlapping while they're on the same reel. You'll need to load your film onto these reels in complete darkness, but trust me, it is very simple. One of the best ways to practice is just load a roll of already processed film onto your reel as many times as you need before you feel comfortable loading one of your precious undeveloped rolls onto a reel. Now, chemistry storage. These right here are our 1000 milliliter air reduction accordion style storage bottles. One for your CS41 color chemistry developer and one for your CS41 color BwXX. These collapse down to minimize your chemistry's exposure to oxygen, which helps your chemistry last a bit longer. And it's very important to label both the cap and the bottle with what's inside. Your developer cap should always go with your developer bottle, and your BwXX cap should always go with your BwXX bottle. You really don't want to mix these up, but we talk a ton about this in our CS41 video. And this right here is an 1,000 milliliter wide mouth storage bottle for your DF96 black and white chemistry. The wide mouth on this bottle makes it very easy for you to pour your chemistry right into the processing tank and right back into the storage bottle when you're done processing. Compared to purchasing all of this separately, you can save quite a bit by grabbing the CineStill Duo Film Processing Kit, and it all comes nicely packaged in here. Now that was everything that comes in the kit, but there are a couple more things you can purchase to make your process a little bit more efficient once you're more confident processing film at home. For example, we don't include a changing bag because for many of you, a closet or a bathroom that you can make completely dark will work perfectly. But for y'all that don't have a bathroom or a closet that you can make completely dark, a changing bag is a great tool to help you load your film onto your reel and then put it in your tank in complete darkness from anywhere. And of course, we have a video all about using a changing bag down below. Another type of tool you may want is one that can help you get your 35mm film out of your cassette so that you can put it in your reel. There's plenty of different options for this. And when I was starting out, I would go into my bathroom that I had completely blacked out with towels under the door, and I would just pull the metal back from the cassette and pull the film out with no help from a tool. But we've got some really awesome options here, being a film leader retriever and a cassette opener. A film leader retriever pulls the end of your film, called the leader, out of the cassette in daylight. Then after that, you can snip off the leader and start to feed that film onto your reel. We also have a whole video on using some pretty common different types of film leader retrievers, linked down below as well. Alternatively, a cassette opener can pop off the top of a metal cassette. If you're gonna choose this option, you need to pop the top off that cassette in complete darkness so you don't ruin any of your film photos. Aside from using your TCS to mix and heat your chemistry, you can use it to create a temperature-controlled water bath with a plastic tub or basin like this. You can find a simple 16-quart plastic tub like this at big box retailers, and this is a great method for maintaining the temperature of the chemistry in your tank while you process. We actually have a video on this whole water bath process coming out very soon. One of my favorite things to use at home after processing film to prevent water spots are Kim wipes. Water spots will form on the surface of your film after you've processed them and rinsed them and you've hung them to dry. One of the best ways to prevent water spots from forming on the surface of your film is to do a final rinse with distilled water and then wipe your film with a lint-free Kim wipe. I use these all the time when I develop film and they could not be more helpful. A free alternative is to use your fingers as a finger squeegee, but we actually also have a YouTube video linked down below on everything you need to know about preventing water spots on your film. After processing, a great way to dry your film is to hang it from clips, one at the top and one at the bottom, which also helps prevent curling. You can absolutely use household clothespins for this, but there's also some clips made by JOBO that we recommend too. The JOBO clips are also compatible with the Mistral 3, which is a portable film drying cabinet made by JOBO. Now, for our friends outside of the US, we don't currently have different versions of the JOBO Duo kit that come with different plugs for the TCS 1000. If you don't want to use a voltage transformer, we do make two 20-volt versions of the TCS 1000 with plugs for Europe, United Kingdom, and Australia. We do recommend using this kit as a guide for building your own shopping cart with the correct 220-volt TCS 1000 variant selected, or check out our dealers page on our website to find authorized dealers near you that may carry our products. Anyway, these are all quality of life things for processing film that you don't need when you get started, but if you really enjoy the process and plan on doing it more, it can really help you be more efficient. These items can really help you out in the long run processing your film. We also created another kit for those just interested in learning to process 35mm black and white film. It's called the CineStill JOBO Mono. It comes with just 3 items: a JOBO 1510 tank that holds 1 roll of 35mm film, a funnel for transferring chemistry between the tank and the bottle, and our DF96 monobath, just like our JOBO Duo kit, but this time it comes in liquid form. We have a video all about this kit, also linked in our description. You can find both the CineStill JOBO Duo and CineStill JOBO Mono at cinestillfilm.com, as well as many of your favorite retailers. If you've already processed film at home using our kit or our chemistry, please leave a comment down below. Your comments can totally help encourage other photographers who haven't given film processing at home a try, and it can totally demystify the very simple process that developing color and black and white film at home is. After all, film is magic, and with this kit, you're pretty much a wizard. I'll see y'all later.